And we're back. We are back, I believe it looks like. That was fun. So now the real question is which band was it that killed my stream? Let's see here. That's the wrong one. Okay, I guess this is it here. Yep. Cool. We are back. I should probably show that out in the Discord real quick here.
I'll do it on Twitters.
Oh, so apparently it was just a temporary block, and I didn't need to kill the whole stream. Oh well. Let me see here. Go ahead and check off the on-air tech support here.
Tech support's not here.
Yeah, I know, right? Because apparently he has better things to do, like, have a job.
Yeah, but I always thought his job was either tech support for you or, or culling all the dust bunnies under your bed.
Alright, so we should be good to go. Alright, yeah, so we're back on that. What happened? Well, it depends on, I'm not entirely sure which band it was that got me killed in the water, but it was probably either the Hooligan Cambria or the Cozy Powell. My money is on the Cozy Powell, considering as I had to change my VPN location. I had to change my VPN to England just to be able to download that video, so I probably should have seen this coming, but...
Was that the na video you've got in your Discord?
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic, that one. Yeah, it probably was that one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like I told you before. I had to change my VPN to be able to download that video, to be able to pull the video up to download it, because apparently that video is unavailable in America. Either that or, yeah, Trucker does bring up a good point. Either that or I said too much about what Fedboy was working on.
Probably all of the above.
Who may or may not be calling in at some point tonight, so so just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye open in the Discord, Bats.
Fedboy might be here.
Possibly.
Ew. Really ew.
You said it.
Yeah, if Peter was saying he heard Fedboy was coming, you know what he'd say?
No, not inside.
Yep. So how have you been doing, Bats? Long time no speak.
Still alive. Parents still dead.
Yeah, since last time I streamed, which was probably like, what, a month ago or something at this point?
About that, yeah.
Thank you for not killing yourself. Oh yeah, and now that Bats mentioned it, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out, all the fathers and stepfathers out there. To all women, shut the fuck up. You already had your day. You don't get to celebrate today just because you let some loser use you as a cum dumpster.
You know what annoyed me this Father's Day?
What?
My dad turned up and took me down the pub.
What?
Yeah, my dad turned up and took me down the pub for Father's Day. You know what was annoying about that?
That he's dead?
Yeah, he died in 2008. Single mothers are not fathers, Red Feather.
Well, he hated Obama. He hated Obama being elected that much that he just died.
No.
And yes, and I second what Bat said. Red Feather, single mothers are not fathers. They already had their day. They don't get to try to appropriate Father's Day again just because they let some asshole come inside of them.
I mean, we don't let single fathers appropriate Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And hello, Darnell. Oh, and Red Feather, don't put rainbows in the chat.
Hello, Darnell. Actually, go ahead. Yeah, you know what? This probably don't put any more rainbows in the chat. I feel like this month I'm legally obligated to have a rainbow in the chat at some point. Otherwise, I guess the YouTube goons are gonna come here and break my thumbs or something. But yes, do that, Red Feather. Absolutely, because I love watching women get unreasonably angry over things.
Yeah, the Germans for Pride Month have been flying the German flag. So I took a leaf out of their book. The flag I want to see flying for Pride Month, seeing as it's no longer Gay Pride Month, is the Union flag. You should want the Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, since when does it require a month to celebrate anything?
Why, they've got all those genders to get through, you see.
And happy Father's Day, Darnell or Daryl. Yeah, Daryl. My other screen is like 5 feet away from me over there, so I gotta like squint to see it.
Oh, sure, that was Darnell. I need better glasses. Sorry, Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl. It's not Darnell. Like, as you can tell from his avatar, he is obviously. Actually, I can't tell. He may just be really light skinned. And there goes my channel again.
So is he? What? Daryl, data analyzing robotic youth life form.
I don't. Red, stop filling my chat with the tranny symbols. It's been Cold Wars. Yep. Oh shit.
Yeah. Anytime soon, whenever you want to start streaming the stream to Discord. No hurry at the moment.
Well, we're legally obligated to dick around for 10 minutes before the show,
Yeah.
before we actually start doing the videos, and it's only been 6 minutes.
This is true. Well, stop using them if you don't know what they mean.
Dwarves and soda is so delicious. But anyway, we don't know what any of this means. Well, the first one looks like the tranny symbol. The other one, I can't fucking tell. It's too small.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Trucker, yeah, Pride Month also happens on the same month as Father's Day. Coincidence? I think not.
Pride Month is the same month as Men's Mental Health Awareness. Well, I mean, let's see. Hold on. Oh, I just got an email that says my stream has been blocked. Let's see if it's the old one or if it's this one.
It's this one, but they sent the old email.
Yep, it was the Cozy Powell. By Warner, of course. It's always fucking Warner.
Yep. Oh, it seems like an eternity, does it, Red? We can go watch something else, Hello, Big Dro.
Hello, Big Dro. Yeah,
She's put a rainbow unicorn in the chat now.
What the fuck? This is not the White House lawn right after Biden said that we need to restore honor and decency to the White House. Of course, that was also I don't even know who the fuck that was. I'm assuming like some kind of like C-list celebrity who was showing her tits out there. She honestly wasn't even that attractive. Like,
oh, it was Jill Biden, was it?
Yeah. Now, like, if you want to like if you want to get me into something by having a naked chick as the face for it, I get that. I am a man with a pulse, and if the chick is hot, I will consider it.
Well, let's face it.
Except
some girls
that doesn't
there.
always necessarily apply, considering as when Katy Perry tried to pretend that she was going to vote naked for Hillary Clinton, because at that time that was back when Katy Perry gave herself a buzz cut and then dyed it pink. It's like, yeah, no, you don't get to do that if you're not still hot. Was that Kamala? I don't fucking know. Hello, Shrapnel. Welcome.
Hello, Shrapnel.
If it's gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. No, don't do that again. And I remember you told me afterwards it took you 2 weeks to get all the potato skins out of your foreskin. So just save yourself the trouble. The joke that couldn't have been that funny.
Skittles. He told me he was on that anti-burn cream for 2 months. Exactly.
And Trucker says she also has an Audi. Who does? I don't know. Like
Red Feather.
Pronouns, pal. God damn it.
Red Feather. Red Feather. That's who he's on about.
Now the question. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that. That would just be crude.
I don't care.
Anyway.
Seriously, I mean, Arms, if I said Red Feather had an outie, what would your reaction be?
Arms is here? Oh, yep. Yeah, that's because Arms is too busy touching himself to that one picture of Red's cleavage that she posted when she was trying to show, like, this cat, like, I think it was her cat scratching her boob or something. Yeah, Arms is I think Arms has been touching himself to that for months now.
Surprise me.
And that's definitely not something that he told me in
This-
confidence that I shouldn't be sharing right now.
This is one of the psychological problems you get when you don't cast a reflection in the mirror.
Yeah.
Hold on, Red. You forgot about what? About the picture of your boob, or the fact that Arms touches himself to it?
Probably both. I mean, let's be honest, she probably didn't know about Arms touching himself to it, but
No, she wishes she'd never heard about it.
I was like, well, if you didn't know before, you know now. Yes, exactly, Shrapnel. A cat scratch titty.
Yes, Pumpkin, you miss Red's cleavage.
Yes, and I will say, yeah, you know, Red's got some milkers on her. Honk honk. There is that juvenile enough for you?
No. What you mean is boobies.
Boobish.
Boobies.
See, that would have been like the perfect time for Inked and Prick to show up, but I think she's already asleep, so we're just gonna have to adjust from there.
But if you say it 3 times loudly in the bathroom with the lights turned up, while you're looking in the mirror with a candle, she will appear behind you.
Promise?
I hope so, because I want to reach around.
Okay, give me one. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to go find a candle and kill the power to my house.
Yeah, if Inked is married with kids, well, she should have married an adult, shouldn't she?
Didn't work. All I got was some ghost chick trying to suck my soul out. That's not what I want sucked.
What, you mean Elwyn disappeared?
And Big Tro Inked is most certainly not married.
Definitely not kids.
What's up?
You said Inked is married with kids. I mean, yeah, she should have tried an adult, shouldn't she?
What? You cut out for me.
He said Inked is married with kids. I said she should have tried an adult, shouldn't she?
Jesus Christ.
That's a joke from Police Squad, believe it or not.
And Red Feather's throwing up titties in the chat, apparently. Yes, as you can see,
You shouldn't have eaten the bad ones. I'm sorry.
So let's stop screwing around. Shall we have some videos?
Yeah, might as well.
Let me see if I can share this with you real quick. Cool. I don't have to fuck with that tab anymore. Let's close that tab out. So, as Trucker kindly pointed out, I had to miss the the 19th anniversary of Killdozer Sunday or two ago because I had some IRL stuff that I had to take care of. So instead, we're going to have a belated Killdozer celebration right here. Because remember, tread on those who tread on you. Let's just watch, you know, the entire footage. I know we did this on Tuesday. I know we did this on a Tuesday Booze Day. I think it was 4 years ago. But, suck my dick and balls. My channel, my rules. We're going to do what I want.
The scene looked like moments ago.
What's up, Yorkie?
This is
Yep,
tape. This is when we first arrived on scene, and it looked like officers standing on a hill above this earth mover turned tank were firing some pretty heavy.
It's not an earth mover. It's a bulldozer. That appears to be a D7, D8, maybe a D9, just looking at the size of it. I think that might be a D9. I don't remember, honestly. And I'm
It's
not good enough to be able to tell just from seeing from a distance.
It's one of those that's so big you don't drive it down the road to get to it, the site.
So probably a D9 then. I mean, you technically can't drive any bulldozer on the road. You technically can't drive any track vehicle on the road.
Trucker's saying D8.
Oh, it was a D8?
Yeah, if I'd have had it, it wouldn't have just been heavily armored. It was also have flight and VTOL
The arms at him,
capability.
trying to find a weak.
Well, not everyone has the infinite resources of Wayne Enterprises behind them, bats.
Yeah,
spot,
this is
trying
true.
to find some.
Supposed to start your first day at work tomorrow, but here you are at midnight unable to sleep. I feel that in my soul.
Yep.
And yes, trucker, sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things. And yes, Shrapnel, rest in peace to Marvin Heemeyer, a true American hero.
Some way to immobilize. This man was now on the east side of Granby in what's called an independent propane company yard. We thought for a time he might actually be taking out some of the propane tanks. He kind of looked like
Don't
that's what
just
he was
be
thinking about.
ungovernable,
And then
Shrapnel,
he took
be
off and
attention
headed
grabbing.
into the downtown area again.
Exactly.
Now, if you'll stay with
Tread
me,
on
Dr.
those
David
who
Gregg
tread
is
on
going to
you.
fast forward some of the videotape, show you just a
But
little
make sure
bit
you
of some
put
of
your
the
heavy
crazy
steel,
things that this man has
steel
done.
hobnailed boots on first.
Yeah, and make sure that you know which building has a basement first.
Over the course of the past hour and a half. And again, we want to emphasize, at last check, when we were last over Granby about 15 minutes ago, he had been stuck inside the back end of the Gambles appliance store, apparently taken out his own radiator, and the engine had seized up, and SWAT team members were trying to get inside the tank. But a tank it is. It's an earth mover no more. It's actually a tank.
Oh, the guy's got a scraper that he... Oh, yeah, we're about to see when a killdozer and a scraper do battle.
Do you guys have some questions that you would like to pass?
Yes, I have heard of the meth tank rampage. That's why National Guard armories now have all their vehicles locked with padlocks. Because
I
of that.
wonder why.
Yeah, because fun fact, military vehicles have no keys or locks on them. So yeah, any kind of locks are just a padlock on them. But never mind. I've been told I can't talk about that.
Along those are the propane tanks that he was kind of milling about for a time.
Absolutely. Luann, can you take us through it chronologically so people get a sense? I know it all started about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Where did he begin? Do you know?
He started on the end of town. We are told unofficially, we want to emphasize that, this man owned a business next to the concrete company, that he had a long-standing beef with the concrete company in Granby.
Yes, because they fucked him over on countless different occasions, along with his local government.
That behind him is all that's left of the concrete company.
I wish.
Very long-standing, decades old, it was described to us, and then he went after the concrete company first. He then made his way down Main Street of Granby and actually was taking out buildings as he passed, took out much of the town hall, took out the library, may have gone through the Liberty Bank. It actually looks like he might have punched in one side of a new Liberty Bank in Granby.
Yeah, I see the guy in the scraper has realised that getting the fuck out of Dodge is a better part of valor.
Yeah. Who was driving that? Marvin Heemeyer. Remember his name, for he is an American hero.
And came out the other. This was, these pictures were taken, again, this is fast forward, but these pictures were taken at about 4 o'clock or so. This would have been about an hour into the rampage. And you can see the armor plate on the side of that. It didn't seem to matter what police officers did with the rifles and such, and they could not pierce it. This was an earth scraper they moved in to try to...
You know, actually, fun fact, scrapers are actually meant... You're actually meant to be able to push a scraper with a dozer to be able to increase its load, because the only way you can get a heaping load in a scraper is with a push from a bulldozer, because scrapers do not have the ability to push through that much material.
Which is a design flaw in the extreme, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Or is it deliberate so you'd have to buy a dozer as well?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know how to work the fucking things. I don't know what all went into the design of them.
do some combat to try to in some way immobilize the scraper. Almost got to where he was turning it over at that point there, but the scraper is just no match for the cat there.
It's just getting it out of the fucking way.
Yeah, it's meant to. Yeah, it's meant to be moved by that. That's what the giant butt plate on the back of the scraper is for.
Yeah, like it says,
Tank.
he's not interested in fighting. He's just getting the fucker out of his way.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're just joining us, it's now 5 o'clock. This is News 4 at 5. This story's been developing since about 3 o'clock. This is file tape of a man who's got into a bulldozer that he's made into a makeshift armored covered bulldozer, and he's damaged or destroyed half a dozen buildings in Granby, a town of about 1,500, about 50 miles west of Denver in Grand County. So far, we're hearing no one's been injured, but that has not been confirmed.
Well, it was confirmed. No one was injured. The only casualty was Marvin himself. Rest in peace.
Killed less people than Alec Baldwin. So that, you can say this, yeah, shrapnel. You can say the same about Pol Pot.
God damn you, shrapnel! Oh god, that burns!
What?
Scotch coming out of your nose fucking burns!
Yeah, I know this.
Oh, why? Why would you do this to me?
Why not?
Fair
Shrapnel.
enough.
Shrapnel. Internet high five.
Fair enough. Oh, God.
Luann, let's go back to you, please. Tell me. You talked about this a little bit earlier, but you look at that vehicle, you can't see anybody in there. Did you ever get a look at the person who's inside?
We never did, and I think that because he geared this up,
fuck
he
your
outfitted
roads,
it to act
bitch.
like a tank, that he has a very tiny kind of point of view that he could see out of.
Actually, it was cameras. He'd set up a few cameras on the outside so he could have a view of it, and he actually hooked up air compressors to air compressor nozzles in front of next to the camera so that he could blow dust and debris off of the cameras.
Yeah.
So he could still see. Yeah, there was a lot of design that went into this.
This is
We were skeptical when we first arrived on scene that there was any way for him to fire any weapons out of this, and I think that's
The chat's not appearing on screen. I'm sure it'll fix itself. Because, I mean, my tech support is looking at the time, probably asleep right now.
Probably.
I mean, I do have his phone number. I could just call him until he wakes up. You can't see it, but my eyes are darting back and forth to my cell phone sitting right over there.
And Pumpkin Chuckers just shot you in the head. He said, well, wait, Scotty shot it so hard that it came out your nose? Well, it is Pride Month.
How dare you?
I didn't.
Yeah, not even if there was a gun to my head.
exactly the case. What you see on top of there is debris, some venting, a whole lot of cinder blocks. He's actually pushing cinder blocks. These are remnants. This is debris from the buildings he's taken out over the course of the past hour or so prior to when these pictures were taken. Now, if you'll stay with us, he has just headed westbound again. This is tape. He has just again headed westbound into the downtown area. Right there may have taken out a radiator. He doesn't stop for light poles. He doesn't stop for buildings. He takes out the corner of the copycat store. Again, this is right in downtown Granby. And then the gamble.
Well, his bulldozing abilities are on point. You start with the yeah, it's a shame that he didn't have a D9 because that has a blade that can articulate from side to side as well.
Uh-huh.
Because then he could have hit it head on while just tilting the blade forward and taking out more of it.
You got to work with what you got, man.
Yeah. And I mean, he did get this he did get this bulldozer just so he could build a he literally just bought this so that he could build a road to his store.
Store next to this became another prime target. He backed up while the radiator's smoking. While he has any power left, he's going to attack that Gamble's appliance store. Many of the
Let's post a vid and submission suggestions if you like. Britain tried to make a nuclear landmine with a chicken as a detonator. What?
Yeah.
Hold the fucking phone. What?
Yeah. Yeah, the nuclear chicken mine.
Okay, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. And I agree, Shrapnel. What that town did to the man was shameful. Yep. But they got, they got their just desserts, because considering as Marvin Heemeyer has gone down as a folk hero at this point, despite all the attempts of slandering him. I mean, just like how when Ted Kaczynski died, the other, like, what was that like? Was that this week or last week? I can't remember. I think that was this week, or this past week. Yeah, when Ted Kaczynski died, it's just pretty much like the whole country is just unironically mourning the death of a convicted domestic terrorist, even though Uncle Ted was right.
He could have gone the really bad route, you know. I mean, he got hold of that bulldozer, right?
Yeah.
It would have probably been easy enough for him to get a hold of blasting explosives, correct?
Or make them.
I can imagine if he did, and he got into the sewer system.
Okay, I'm just gonna move very much quickly onwards before I get a knock on my door from the feds.
The stores, the buildings, the offices that we have seen him take out. Apparently,
I said possibly.
he seemed to have some rhyme or reason to him, some kind of history, some kind of ongoing gripe that were part of his problem with the city officials and some of the other business owners in.
Yes, because they actively went out of their way to fuck him over for years.
Granby. He's going to turn around here and make one last stand and shove that Caterpillar into the Gamble's appliance store.
Lou, according to some witnesses, he reportedly also is armed with a machine gun. Can you see that from your vantage point?
He had, what was it, 2 or 3 rifle ports in his killdozer?
I think there was absolutely no truth to that. We were hearing different reports, some along those lines. We also heard reports,
but there was no machine gun in it. They were just single shot and semi-autos.
That at one point they were trying to get an armor-piercing machine gun brought in from Hot Sulphur Springs, which is about 10 miles down the highway.
At one point, the mayor tried to call the National Guard to take this thing out with Hellfire missiles.
That apparently was their thought as to what their only hope was as to how to stop this man. But he actually ended up stopping himself. You can see.
Sounds like the guy got ass raped by the officialdom.
Yeah, exactly, Trucker. Yeah. He just bought that to build a road to his shop, but then the concrete plant cut off the road, cut off his shop's access to water and sewer, and then the government was fining him for not being connected to the water and sewer, even though he was trying to get it. Even though, he was fighting this the whole time.
What the hell did they do it all for? What, was he Trump supporting with the in Democrats country or something?
Or he was against he was against COVID lockdowns in Canada.
Yeah. Or he firmly believed that there was only 2 genders and could actually tell you what a woman was.
See now that long stream of wet pavement there, that's the radiator. Apparently took out the hose or some other part of a radiator underneath this Caterpillar. And he's going to make one last stand, go over the curb, and start punching his way into the Gamble store.
Best. So yes, you should vote for Trump.
This isn't a political show.
Into the back of that. When we left the area of Granby about 20 minutes ago, he had wedged himself in the back end of this store again, and apparently had taken out the radiator, and he'd become immobilized, and we had SWAT team members trying to figure out how to get inside.
Shut up, Roasty. We're trying to watch a hero.
And is that where it stands right now, Lou? Have they gotten inside? Do you know?
We don't know. We haven't been able to communicate with our crew on the
ground.
So
that's the worst kind of screw, because they don't even use lube.
He just is deliberate.
And that is the bet. And for the record, that is about as fast as those bulldozers will go. I think they top out at a blistering 4 miles an hour. If you're going backward, if you're going in reverse, 6 miles an hour.
Do you know what would have been even more damaging if you could have fitted it on? You know those demolition flails?
Yeah.
I imagine a couple of those on. He would have taken those buildings out, no problem.
Yeah. Or if he'd decided to get like a D9 or D10, like the things that they use for rock quarries, that would take that whole side of the building out in one pass.
Yep.
Or honestly, a D12 would have probably been his best bet because, like,
isn't that the one that it can actually have a wrecking ball as well as the shovel?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's where I would have gone with.
Yeah, get like a D12. Those things are fucking monstrous. But like they would legitimately take out probably from about there on the building over in a single pass without like bogging the thing down or anything. Because like D12s are the shit they use in like quarries when they're busting mountains.
Actually, you know what the worst kind of damage you could have done would have been, and the buildings wouldn't have even been knocked down. You know what a silage wagon is, right?
Oh, okay. See, that's just too far.
You know what a silage wagon is, right?
Of course I know what a silage wagon is.
Steal a couple of those. Yeah, like 2 o'clock in the morning, drives them into town, and all the businesses he's targeted, breaks a window, shoves a pump in, and then just empties the tankers into each of those businesses.
See, that's just too far.
I don't think it's far enough if it's been screwed over like that.
I mean, honestly, this is probably the best thing that he could have done because that would have been a lot easier, faster, and easier to clean up than this. Than, taking out half of your building.
Yeah. But it would have been just as costly.
And nothing will stop him except his own equipment. What we're going to do, if you can stay with me now, he's going to make one last stand here. We're going to fast forward again and show you how far he gets, and then we'll take it up to where we actually have members of the Grant County SWAT team, the Sheriff's Office SWAT team, standing on top of the Caterpillar, trying to figure out how to get in. I'm sure police officers, sheriff's deputies were themselves assuming for a time that he was armed because they were trying to keep their distance, trying to take cover. Actually took cover, as you can see there, behind the scraper, but they seemed to realize at some point that he was unable to shoot out, and that at this point he was like a turtle on his back. He was very vulnerable. He had gotten himself wedged. He disabled the Caterpillar.
He takes the whole fucking side of the building out, and it's beautiful.
And there was no place for him to go. The challenge now was to get him out.
Yeah, what happened was because there was a basement there, his, since that's probably about a 10-ton machine, it smashed through the floor and it got stuck there.
There, we don't know how that stands.
So the video we're looking at is of that department store you were talking about. Is also, we understand that the hardware store. I also understand that he did some damage to a bank, Liberty Bank, that was recently opened, and the town's newspaper building, a 2-story structure.
Yes. The newspaper that spent months running stories defaming him.
As well.
Sky
this
High
is what
News.
happens when you push a man too far.
Or is it libel or slander that's printed?
I
think libel is the one that's printed.
I think so, yeah.
Either way.
Is the newspaper office there. We're told that that's virtually a rubble. We heard from Terry Hurl on News 4 earlier, and she owns an antique gun shop, black powder gun shop at the other end of the store, and she said that somebody came running in and told her to run out because it looked like this man earlier was making a beeline for their store and then turned and went elsewhere.
Yeah, it seems again.
Yeah, because he wasn't targeting anyone who didn't deserve it.
Yeah. So if he'd survived, then his next target would have probably, and demolished that department store, his next target would have been the sheriff's office.
Probably. I mean, because he made it a point to only attack the establishments of the people who had wronged him.
Yeah.
And yes, Shrapnel, the Don't Tread on Me by Metallica should definitely be playing here. Someone needs to do a supercut of that, assuming it doesn't already exist.
As we talked about earlier, that it was very systematic, that he was picking and choosing where he was going. He was very deliberate in his choices.
Yeah, there may well have been a method to his madness, which is probably
There very well may have been. There definitely was.
good way to look at it right now. Pilot Mike Silva, photographer.
Yep, that whole half of the building is gone.
David Gregg and I have taken a poll. We've been flying collectively about 70 years in this market. We've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. You know, Luann, we'd like to go now.
So anyway. So now that we've properly celebrated Killdozer Day, let's go ahead and do a celebration of Father's Day, and let's do that by watching the most badass, the most true father of all time, the one who goes above and beyond to protect to take care of his children, Mr. Oh, come on. I know it's been identified as, yeah, but oh, come on. Hold up. We're not at this part yet. Let me. There we go.
Not gonna let you see it.
I understand and wish to proceed.
Doucette, a karate.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know. By the way, this video is 100%. This stream is 100% going to get age restricted for this. But let's see here.
And the rest.
So everyone's heard of the legend that is Gary Plauché.
No shrapnel, but I have been called a sick mother before.
Yes,
Shrapnel's
the
asking
most
about-
based father of all time.
Parallel to me.
Gary Plauché. So for anyone who didn't catch what just happened, that was Gary
He shot a
Plauché
nonce.
shooting in the head at point blank range while he's being escorted by police. The man who kidnapped him, who was molesting and had kidnapped his son.
Yeah, like, he shot a nonce.
Yeah.
He should have been given
Shot
a
him
medal.
straight in the fucking head. Let's watch that one more time. Just to watch that sick bastard drop.
Look, watch the sick bastard.
Parallel
He's
to
got
me.
a smile on his face.
Yep.
No, he hasn't.
And now he's curled up in the fetal position with a bullet in his brain. I spent like an hour trying to find the original news footage, the original like unedited news footage of this, but I couldn't. So this is good. This was the best that I could get. Did he go to prison for that? Fuck yeah, he did.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
I agree.
You know what I'm getting for Father's Day next year?
I'm pretty sure he went to prison for that. Let me throw it in the Google machine real quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm getting for Father's Day next year? 4 boxes of silver nails.
Yep.
So I don't get another visit off me fucking dad.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm not even gonna say the name of the piece of shit who was doing it, but yeah. Oh, so he was given a 7-year suspended sentence with 5 years probation and 300 hours of community service. So he did not go to prison.
Nice.
So there is some justice in the world.
He obviously got a male judge who wasn't woke.
Yes.
And probably a white male judge as well.
I feel like there's no judge or jury on the planet that would actually put that man in prison.
Oh, yes, there are.
Maybe in the current day, but this was what, in like, I don't even remember what year it was. Judging from the video quality, this was probably the 90s. Let me see here. $1984. So yeah.
Yep. Oh yes. Can we all wish Trucker a happy Father's Day?
Happy Father's Day, Trucker, and happy Father's Day, Daryl, and any other fathers that watch this chat. Cheers.
Yeah,
and and remember, if any women try to claim this day as their own, you tell them to shut the fuck up, because letting a loser come in them does not make them worthy of celebration.
Yeah. So happy Father's Day, Red. Oh wait, you're a woman. You can't have it.
Gary Plauché shoots and kills him.
And then the sheriff, I think that was the sheriff who was yelling, "Why, Gary?" And it was like, "Why the fuck do you think?" Like, let's ask anybody in the chat. whether you're a parent or not, especially the parents, but whether you're a parent or not, if you had a son that you found out that this piece of shit had kidnapped and was raping your child, would you not do the same thing?
Yeah, when I was eight, when I was 8 and we moved into the house that I grew up in, yeah. Dad found out the guy next door was a pedo. And he goes next door with his shotguns. Says, "Yeah, you even look at my son," and the next thing you see will be fire coming out of this.
Your father sounds like a good man.
He was a 22-year serviceman
Yup.
and a sergeant.
Although, there was a guy. So I found out there was a guy that I went to high school with. Like, we weren't friends, but we were friendly. It was like kind of just like just like say what's up to each other when we saw each other, like before school or in the cafeteria, and would make small talk and stuff. I found out, a friend of mine from high school sent me a police report that this motherfucker had been arrested for sexual acts with a minor on 3 counts, one that was 11, 12, and 13, respectively. This motherfucker got out of prison in less than 6 years.
How long did he live?
As far as I know, he's still alive.
That should be corrected.
Your words, but yes. Your words and also mine. I don't know how 3 counts of having sex with children was able to get a 6-year prison sentence out of that, but anyhowsen. And no, I'm not going into any further specifics on that because I get into enough trouble with the internet as it is.
Yorkie, does that include if I was to walk up to your 5-year-old sister and whisper in her ear that Santa is dead? Was that a starter?
I don't understand the people's obsession with telling kids Santa isn't real.
Oh, I wasn't telling. I don't tell children that Santa isn't real. I tell them that he's dead.
I mean, hey,
it's far worse.
Hey, who knows? Maybe he'll be replaced by Tim Allen.
No, anyway. He'd probably get replaced by a black trans woman in a wheelchair.
But anyway, let's have a lighter note. Let's see what happens when the frontman of Metal Band Trivium decides that sees a crowd surfer about to get his fucking neck broken and jumps off stage to go help him. Their bass player just stops playing and goes over to the microphone to yell at everyone to stop playing.
Hey, security! You need to go the whole way across and not bunch up in the middle.
As someone who crowd surfs a lot, can confirm security. Spread the fuck out.
Yep.
Our singer's not going to be jumping off the stage to get people tonight. Okay?
And it turns out, and so from what it seems like the audio for this is pretty much only for your left ear, so apologies.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're getting stuff through the right ear, but it's overpowered by the left.
Yeah.
Same as modern society, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And what the fuck is Matt Heafy wearing? He's wearing camo joggers with a fucking 80s jacket.
We're not going to start until there's a couple more people down here.
Yeah. Everybody okay down there?
What an absolute fucking boss. So, for anyone who missed it, let's jump back a bit here. So there's a crowd surfer that's about to come over here and break his foot and just get thrown over the barricade, which I have seen before, and I swear to God I thought she was dead. But then she just like climbs back up. Woo! Obviously concussed.
Yeah.
And then security like runs over and is like taking her over to go get checked out by medical. So
Probably high as well.
throws his guitar down, jumps on stage and catches the guy. So grade A fucking move there.
Until there's a couple more people down here.
Yeah. Everybody okay down there? See, we love you all. We fucking love you all. That's why we do it. Yes. My security friends, we need at least 5 or 7 people in this front barricade, please. 5 to 7. Security, check me out. 5 to 7 people right here. No one breaking their necks. Let's go. Okay.
And then as if that wasn't enough, he does it again. This is almost 10 years ago. But I just saw the date. But, I mean, his haircut does make sense because this was around that time period. I think this was around the time period I first saw Trivium live. But anyway, let's watch. By the way, cryptic face reveal. Get it because they're both Asian.
Not really, no.
Well, he's like half Japanese, which I don't think is the right type of Asian for cryptic, but who gives a shit, who gives a fuck. I'm so glad he's not here right now. I mean, he probably is, honestly.
Yeah, it's at this point that you see a shadow in your studio move.
Well,
We hear a scream and that's it.
Well, I mean, actually, I don't see a Ramsey in here anymore, so who knows? Maybe Cryptic has been in here. Ramsey? Ramsey?
Check to see if you've got a pair of new black fluffy slippers.
One second.
He's actually going to look for his cat.
Nope. I have the cat. Everything is good to go.
Yay! Yeah, quick centralize the cat on the video, please.
Say hi to the nice people, Ramsey. Hold on, let's see here.
On and that one.
Say hi to the nice people, Ramsey. Well, you don't want to be on camera?
No.
Noodle cat. Yeah, this is the part where I just show my cat on camera. By the way, everyone check off Ramsey photobombs the show, even though I'm intentional.
Rest.
Doesn't matter. He's just
peace.
I like eating spotted dicks. Yum disease dicks.
Gross. That is exceedingly gross. Ramsey the cat hasn't made his escape. So let's see here. Let's see what unholiness that was.
it was something by Big Joe, I suspect.
Probably.
Which he's going to deny.
Once this shit decides it wants to load.
Apparently Red Feather's saying that something was loud.
Well, it was either the donation or Ramsey purring into my microphone. Which?
When it loads.
Purr, goddammit. Not you, asshole.
Give me a hell yeah!
And another donation.
I second that. I like to bend over and eat my own dick.
Oh no. Okay, so thank you to Anonymous for the 333. Where the fuck is Jen when I need her? Who says
I like eating spotted dicks. Yum! Disease dicks. Big Joe said, I second that. I like to bend over and eat my own dick.
Okay, cool. Turns
And
out
now
I don't
my-
need Jen anymore.
And now my neighbours have just heard me saying that. Yeah, great.
Yeah, your neighbors are probably calling the cops on you now.
Not with the stuff I've got on them, they're not.
So this is after somebody apparently passes out at the Trivium show, and Matt is calling for everyone to back the fuck up, give him some space.
Yeah, someone pass out, yeah. Make some space, my friends, make some space. 2 people. 2 people? Okay, make some space, guys, make some space, all right?
2 people passed out. So when I saw Incubus a few weeks ago at this point, they stopped the show like 3 times for people passing out in the crowd. It's just like, okay, so for anyone who's in a crowd at a show, drink lots of water, don't lock your knees, stay hydrated, again, and that's pretty much it, and you should be fine.
Actually, you'd be better off drinking milk. It's a much better hydrator than water.
Well, then drink Gatorade, goddammit.
No, I would advise people who go to these raves, like all that shitty music, to drink lots of salty water, lock the knees, get a concussion.
Make sure you hang out in the sauna for a couple hours prior to. Make sure that,
Yep.
you've got all the water weight out of you. Make sure you're nice and thin and ready to go to the rave.
Yeah. Also, don't get an Uber to the rave. Run there.
Exactly. And hydrate on nothing but alcohol.
Yeah, and seawater.
We'll get right back to the party, okay? So make some space. Whatever those guys need, if they say move, make sure you move, okay?
By the way, Cryptic's there.
Hero Cliptic.
Oh, hello, honorable Cryptic.
Hero Cryptic-san.
Oh, we pay very, very licensed.
Always make sure to take ketamine and fuck with security. Exactly.
Yeah. Cryptic's going to kill us, Skittles.
If you're not in a K-hole, you're not doing it right. Ramsey, why are you attacking my floor, Tom?
If you're not having dehydration hallucinations, you're not doing it right.
Exactly. And Critic says, "Oh, suckle my cockle. Oh, sushi, wasabi."
Wow, I didn't know Cryptic was in here.
I didn't either. Oh, Kung Fu Samurai.
Oh,
Ching-chong, black people steal seppuku.
Ah, my Kung Fu is better than your Kung Fu.
Oh, we're getting banned for sure.
How do you know, Big Joe? You've never heard Cryptic.
I know this won't end well for my channel. What? Do you think I give a fuck about this channel at this point?
Hello, Smelly Wind.
Hello, Win!
Smelly Winge.
Call in. We need a token woman on the show.
Do you know one?
Yeah, we need a token woman on the show, and you have big enough tits to qualify.
Hold on.
We need boobs to be on the show, and because sex sells and whatnot.
You might as well get Yorkie on. He's got big tits.
I already have one Brit on the show. I don't need any more.
What about Cryptic? He's got tits.
Over the barricade. Over the barricade.
That response was the best one you've made so far.
See, I tried to think of a joke, but I couldn't come up with one in time, so I just decided to let it die. Tell Batman to start twerking. Okay, you know what? Bats, if it gets Elwin on the show, start twerking.
I'll start twerking when the devil ice skates to work.
Look, there's no camera, so no one can see. Just twerk it.
Okay, I'm twerking. I'm twerking right now. Ouch, my hips.
Oh, yep. I think he just broke a hip, Elwin. You got your wish.
Damn, my walker's across the other side of the room.
Have the cat deliver it. Just hold a laser pointer over it until he pushes it over.
Best thing to do. That's anybody out there. If you want a good trick to do when you're walking past a house and you can see they've got a cat inside, is always carry a laser pointer with you, because you shine the laser pointer into the house, right, and aim it like at some woman's cleavage in the house, and watch the cat go for the laser pointer and enjoy the chaos.
Can confirm. I may or may not have done that with Kendra one time.
What do you mean, me or me or not? We know you did. We heard. She told us.
Okay, it was her butt, not her cleavage, but still.
In fact, you told us as well.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Sorry, you confirmed it.
Fuck.
Because you were there when she said it.
Fuck.
As far as I recall, anyway.
I don't remember. I was probably.
I once cracked an egg using my anal muscles.
Oh, no.
I was fired as the Denny's night cook.
Oh, dear God. Oh, that's not okay at all.
Yes, you did.
I once cracked an egg using my anal muscles. I was fired as the Denny's night
fix
cook.
The voice for that one as well. Elwin, get your fine shapely ass in here. I need someone to read the degenerate. I need someone to read the degenerate donations. It won't. Like no one will question it when it comes from you. Thanking a big dro for the 420 who says,
I'm not reading that.
Who says, I once cracked an egg using my anal muscles. I was fired as the Denny's night cook. See, that would never happen at Waffle House.
It would never happen at Denny's neither. You just get a promotion.
Touche. Let's see here. We're just going to finish this out real quick and then we'll move on to
One of our friends down there.
So it's not Liver King then.
So they're going to take care of that first, so make sure.
I actually have no Liver King set in the playlist for this episode.
Excuse me a minute.
Yeah, what was that people who say that I just played the same thing? I think Batman just died. Elwin, I need a co-host.
911.
You guys sing nice and orderly over on this side, okay? Just to wake that song along. Sorry if that was inappropriate.
Sure, there's a medical emergency. Let me film my face like an asshole.
Yep.
So they're going to take care of this person that's not feeling so well right now.
Well, hold on. Let's be fair here. Big crowd, right? Lots of excitement, lots of confusion. There's no way of knowing that guy who filmed his face actually knew what was going on right there and then.
Well, considering as Matt Heafy has said multiple times, we have people who went down, clear as make a hole. Yeah, that guy's just being an asshole.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, you've been in those places before. Somebody on the stage starts saying stuff like that. Half the time, you've got too much drink in you. You're too hyped up. You're partially deaf from the music. You don't hear what the fuck is saying.
Yeah. Although I do distinctly remember with Incubus when like the 3 times they stopped the show, it's like a certain point in the crowd, like me, including me, was just screaming, either throw them the fuck out or make a goddamn hole. Because the singer just said, hold on, there's something going on over here. So we didn't know whether it was someone who went down from heat or if, 2 people were fighting.
I remember Newcastle City Hall, Motorhead were playing.
You saw Motorhead?
Live.
You lucky bastard. I will
Was
never
girl-
forgive
was
my
girls-
I will never forgive
girl-
myself on skipping out the
girls'
time
school
Motorhead came
support-
through where I live.
Girls' school was supporting them. But let me come out and one of the guitarists I had at the time, he'd had his arm broken by a flying bottle, right? So he comes out. Any of these come anywhere near the stage, the show's over. Yeah. Anybody throws a bottle, show's over. You spit, the show's over. You piss, you fling piss, anything like that, the show is over. I'm not bothered about myself, but I've got responsibility. The people who are on stage with me, you do anything like that, the show's over. And this guy spits on the stage. So Levy gets to scooting. Get him up on stage. Get the guy up on stage. Levy just strides towards him. Think you spit on stage while you're in the crowd? Go on, spit at me now. Go on, I fucking dare you.
That sounds like Lemmy. I remember I saw one time, this was like I think this was the early 80s actually, where someone throws like a water bottle at Lemmy and it hits him like right in the head, and he's just like, and he just says, and he just goes on and says, hey, to whoever he's like, hey, whoever the fucking asshole was who threw that at me, hey, come up here, come around back, I'll kick your fucking teeth in.
Alright.
And then he's just like, after going, he's like, don't try to fucking hide from me, you fucking pussy.
Oh, and Twisted Sister before Dee Snider became an arsehole.
Yeah.
They were at City Hall as well, and this blast threw her underwear on stage. Dee Snider picks them up, looks at them, throws them back, and says, they're not my size.
That is amazing. See, what I would have done in that stage is just take them, and then just throw them back. Yeah, just take them, just sniff them, just make a really disgusted noise in the microphone, just throw them back in the crowd. No thanks.
Yeah, he used to be a hell of a fucking showman though, back then.
Yeah, back before he was an asshole, like you said.
Yeah, money talks, personality walks.
Yeah. Or moreover, party loyalty walks, any individuality walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, the guy who wrote a song called We're Not Gonna Take It is now telling you, bend over and take it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like how Rage on Behalf of the Machine is now saying, fuck you, better do what they tell you.
Instead of we're not going to take it, it's more like we will make you take it.
Yeah. Bend over and take it like a whore. Anyway.
There's an ambulance coming, so they're going to work on that. So just give us a couple minutes until this is all cleared up, and we'll be right back with you, okay? So don't go anywhere. Not that you got anything else to do. So that's it.
A few minutes pass as medics help out. And then they just immediately pick back up where they left off at. Fucking beautiful. Anyway. So, Let's see what. So, I'm sure all of you, like me, at many points in your life have wondered, what happens if you shoot a human with a tank point blank range?
Yeah, not gonna have a human left to bury.
Yes, probably. I don't know. I haven't seen this video yet.
Actually, I mean, tank shells are impact detonated explosives, aren't they?
Probably, and I think. So I know with like the 203 grenade launcher, it has to like rotate the grenade has to rotate a certain number of times for it to arm. So like if you shoot someone point blank range with that, it's just like shooting them with like a fucking huge caliber round. It'll just go straight into them and kill them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. If you shot somebody with the main cannon, it would just leave a fucking big hole in them. The shell would travel on until it hits something hard enough for it to explode against.
Probably.
Either way, they're going to be dead.
Shootings that sound so bad. Well, I guess with all that being said, we can interview some of your crew that you have here.
¿Qué? Penetrancia con fuerza. Sí.
Thank you.
Is he allowed here?
This is the round.
That's a 50 cal right there. I'll know that fucking piece of machinery anywhere.
All right, we're gonna fire the tank.
Let's do it.
No, you're not firing the tank. You're firing the cannon.
Oh,
it just fell.
Hot dog.
Oh shit. Yeah, so there's no bigger butt pucker than like with a tank or like a mortar or some other kind of super high cartridge round. Or that's not the right word. I can't remember what the right word is.
Caliber.
No, not that one either. Something that has a lot of firepower in it, like a tank or a mortar or something. Like caliber isn't the right word. I can't remember what the right word.
Velocity.
I think that's it. Yeah, when something like that misfires or doesn't hit the target, there is no bigger pucker factor than that. Because it's just like, oh, we're all gonna fucking die.
Actually, there is. It's when the guy beside you in the pit pulls the pin out the grenade, pulls his arm back to throw it,
and
throws his arm forward, and he's dropped the grenade behind him.
So I've heard. Luckily, I've never been in that situation before because for some reason they never trusted me to train new recruits. I don't know why.
Yeah, because you do the trick that is done frequently in the regular and the territorial army over here, where they have a practice grenade painted like a live grenade, and they do that when they're showing you how to throw a grenade.
So let's move on. God damn!
Well,
just turned his whole torso into jelly?
Yep. It is true that if decapitated, your brain, basically your head, stays alive for up to 15 minutes, I believe it is.
Up to,
right?
Yeah, that's what happened with Blackbeard.
So, that happens to you. It happened a few times in the with guillotining as well.
Yep.
If that happened to you, you'd be staring in surprise as your head fell through your chest.
Yep. And yeah, Daryl, there was a buddy of mine who was in the Navy. He told me about there was one time he was on the deck when a hang fire happened. And he said that in his own words, he about shit everything that he had ever consumed in his entire life into his pants.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that.
Yeah, so when I was in the Army, I had like one of my old squad leaders. He was a mortarman before he transferred over to what my branch was. He had to clear a hang fire from a mortar. He said in his own words, you couldn't shove a grease toothpick up my asshole with a sledgehammer. It was covered so tight.
Yeah, a lot of jams. What you do, the only safe response to do, is kick it into the direction of the range and run the other way.
Yes, considering as I've had a 240 cook off in my face before, not fun, not a good time.
And he was handsome before that, you know, people.
Yes, I was handsome before that. And I also lost hearing in this ear for about 30 minutes after that happened, you know, after all this happened.
Oh, that happened to me when I went to see Motorhead.
Yeah, if I had waited another couple seconds to open up the feed tray.
Yeah. This is like the worst case scenario in Battlefield 5. This one was just shy of separating this guy completely in half. Mike, if you want to take a look right there. So we do still have a little bit of tissue holding them together.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of meat holding this guy together. Otherwise, yeah, he's just split straight in half.
Yeah, kind of doesn't matter at this point, does it?
Donation.
My gynecologist said she can fix my ovaries.
Oh, no.
I am confused as I have a penis. She told me to bend over and covered my eyes gently with her hands. Next thing I knew, I was pregnant.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That is just the worst thing I've heard today. How to fix that, though?
I'm really glad I can't hear.
My gynecologist said she can fix my ovaries. I am confused as I have a penis. She told me to bend over and covered my eyes gently with her hands. Next thing I knew, I was pregnant.
Thank you to Big Dro for the 666, who says, my gynecologist said she can fix my ovaries. I am confused as I have a penis. She told me to bend over and covered my eyes gently with her hands. The next thing I knew, I was pregnant. I really need to get a new token woman on this show.
We either need to get Big Draw help or his own YouTube channel.
Column A, column B.
Hey, hold on, before you start this, you see that bit of material from the dummy?
Yes.
Yeah, that bit there, the one you're pointing at, the red bit. Is it me, or does it look like a giant tongue?
Kind of.
You know what that means? Gene Simmons has been there.
Yorkie says he'd love to see me as a drill instructor. Well, you can just ask my friends if they're next time they're on the show, because there's been plenty of times where like we've just been shit faced and we've been at my house and they've told me just like, hey, it's like, hey, show me what a drill sergeant's like, and I'm just like, and then I just smoke the dog shit out of them. It's funny. Especially when I just like fill up just a rucksack with just a shitload of weight and just have them just doing push-ups with it while I'm just screaming at them, calling them a pussy. It's fun. So I was saying with the Mortarman. All I know is everyone goes, "Oh fuck, it's a Mortarman." So Mortarmen are a different breed. Like
they're a breed apart.
Basically, they're just basically it's just like think of the tribals in Green Inferno, and that's basically what Mortarmen are like.
Actually, I've got a better description. You ever seen Police Academy?
Of course. Wait,
can you remember Tackleberry?
What?
Can you remember Tackleberry?
Yes.
Imagine him on PCP.
Oh sweet Jesus.
That's a Mortarman.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
They're a breed apart.
Yeah.
As far apart from the rest of you as you can get them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very accurate.
But otherwise, it did blow them apart. It makes me so uncomfortable the way you touch that dummy.
What?
So it is a very slow round, as you can see that it's a slow, heavy round, and it did completely cavitate the body. It actually created like a cannonball-sized hole. It's like that one scene in the Patriot.
Touching the dummy. It's
I
a
was
dummy.
born in the dark.
Real.
Yeah, that's the smallest one we're firing today. So it can only.
Get better.
It's all ogre now.
Seriously.
Next up, we have the guy you shouldn't worry about. This is a 76 millimeter. It is a 17-pound projectile traveling 2,700 feet per second, which is a psychotic amount of energy. And this is like a worst-case scenario, getting like point blank by a tank.
Yeah, it doesn't really happen.
In Battlefield, that happens all the time. And
Oh,
usually
the
in
worst
Battlefield, when it hits you.
Just getting point blank by a tank is the worst case scenario.
Yes.
Your body just kind of ragdolls. What do you think that happened if your head was like right here when it went off? Oh yeah?
Your head would no longer be attached to your body.
Your body would no longer be attached to your body.
10 shot him?
That is crazy. Huh. So anyhow, we're gonna be firing this guy at the dummy, and we're gonna see what happens. I really think it's gonna be extremely violent.
Oh yeah, this one's getting shredded.
To be clear, the one that we fired right before this was the most violent single shot we've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
So we have a real treat today. We have Brandon Herrera here. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I don't know why I'm here though.
Yeah, well,
other than to hang out with you, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Well, we're going to show you something.
Okay. I'm nervous.
Although I saw this guy, that other Brandon Herrera was wearing a shirt that was talking about war crimes. Remember, there's no good times like war crimes, unless you work for the Bosnian government, in which case I was not there in 1994, and you can't prove that I was.
Yes, you were. Yes, I got.
We're doing this.
Shut up. No, you can't.
Mind, admittedly, you were already there as a tourist, so.
I was not in the Baltics in 1994, and you can't prove otherwise.
Yes, you were. You were there to find Armskiller's castle.
Shut your fucking mouth.
It looks like you've done that. There seems to be a pile of gelatinous mass shaped like a torso on the ground.
Can you give me your prediction?
I think it's going to penetrate.
Brandon, you're going to be pulling it.
Such skilled insight. I think it's going to penetrate.
Charlie, let me know when you're ready.
So, real quick question: is this like what kind of round are we using? Is this like anti?
76 millimeter. Pull the cord.
What the hell are you using the pull cord for?
His face when he says 76 mil.
Hey, what the hell are you using a pull cord for? I mean, fuck's sake, I'd want to be in the fucking turret firing the damn thing.
Yes.
Okay. Oh goddamn! He is not kidding. You really have to fucking yank this fucker.
Come on!
God damn. There we go.
Holy shit. The f, dude.
What the? Oh my.
It's gone.
Whoa.
Well,
So
what
just
did
straight
you
up
expect?
obliterated.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is red. That's why Skittles was looking for his castle.
Thought Orms was a vampire.
What I'm saying, he is. That's why you were looking for his castle.
Where do they get the money to do this experiment? I assume they're viewer funded. I don't know.
Monkey see action, neuron activation.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah, that's it. That is what we call getting pink misted.
Which one did we shoot?
I don't know. I think it's this one.
That was scary a little.
Look at all that. Micah, look at the car. Look at all the blood spatter.
It even broke the window.
I think we just saw the.
Yeah, that's what's called being pink misted.
No,
Perfect
that's
representation of
what's called
temporary.
playing Grand Theft Online with Arms Killer. And
Although
Green
I
Thunder.
agree with this shirt, it's never a war crime the first time. Yep.
Cavity.
Look, there's nothing wrong with making a bunch of Bulgarians dig their own graves before you line them up against a wall. Anyway, let's see. What does truckers say here? They're arranged where you can rent a tank. Yep. Yeah, $150 a shot. That sounds about right.
There's nothing temporary about that cavity.
It's all like it's downhill from here.
Oh no, it is not downhill,
uphill
my friend.
from here?
We're about to top it.
What are you gonna top it with?
What, a 120 mil cannon and shell or something? Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh, good God.
The fuck did they get that one from? It's a fucking howitzer!
Did somebody say howitzer?
Me.
Question
Well,
is
the
how we're
modern
going to
equivalent
one up
thereof.
it. This. What is this?
This is a D20. It's 100.
Yep, this drive tanks. These are the same people that Gun Drummers used, and that I've been mercilessly harassing for the last year to be able to work for. But anyway.
Yeah, wait, it's the modern equivalent of a howitzer.
Yeah.
152 millimeter howitzer.
152 millimeter howitzer. Yep, you were right, Bats, and I was wrong. They jumped from 120 to 152.
Yep.
Roll Tide.
Oh, Christ.
What's the weight of the projectile?
47 pounds.
And what's the speed of the projectile?
Right around 2,500 feet per second.
That is insanely powerful. This is not meant to.
2,500 feet per second.
Have you seen Trucker's dad joke?
What did he say?
Well, I said
Howitzer,
it's a
she's alright, Howitzer. Oh, I hate you.
To be leveled at a human being.
No, definitely not from like 25 meters away either.
Not with that attitude.
I like this guy, not with that attitude.
Well, this would be considered direct fire, I'm guessing.
This would be considered point blank fucking range.
So that projectile was what, 17 pounds going 2,700. This is 44 going 25. That's a massive increase in
I've got to play this for Trucker.
He's going to be obliterated.
Skittles, I've got to play this for Trucker.
Well, shit, if that's the case, give me 2 seconds. Hopefully y'all can hear this from over here. Okay, did that come across?
Did what come across?
Okay, cool. See? I haven't lost my edge from my Gulf City days.
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No, that's why I said, did what come across?
Oh. Well, I walked 5 feet that direction to my drum kit and did an actual rim shot. But whatever.
Another question. Why did you mute yourself when you got up?
What?
Why did you mute yourself when you got up?
I didn't.
Damn, I hope you were going to fall for it and try again. That's what they call it, Red Feather.
No, Red Feather. I said nothing about rim jobs. You know, mostly just because
Rim
as far
shot.
as my concern, because as far as I can see, Elwyn is not still here. But if she is, you know, that conversation will open back up again.
Yeah, Red Feather, it's called a rim shot. That's what they call the badumts sound.
Anyway.
Energy. And our cameras downrange too are slow-mo. I'm so worried. Hey, that camera cost, what was it, $12,000?
There's a lot of Patreon bucks.
There's a lot of Patreon bucks. Well, you know what? We're here for the people, and we're gonna make the shot work. How much does each of one of these shots cost?
$19.50, so roughly $2,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. About $2,000 a shot.
Is it okay if we skip your paycheck?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you imagine if you thought to use those as dueling weapons?
That would mean that I've succeeded in all of my goals in my life in general.
Yep.
Ready? Yep. Fire!
Yep, that's pink mist right there.
There's nothing left of that at all. You know what would make me laugh? It's if they'd missed the target entirely.
So when I was in boot camp, when we got to shoot rocket launchers, it was the guy with the highest PT score in the company got to shoot the live round on the rocket launcher. The guy fucking missed. For the record, that's like $3,000 a shot, and he
Has he lifted down yet?
Bro. What the?
You clear?
That wasn't too bad.
No, there's a guy went over the air and took one night.
Pig mist. Literal pig mist. He is obliterated.
Well, at least his stomach survived.
I think that's his one.
Yeah, it's part of his stomach.
That couldn't have been a more centered shot. Freaking awesome job, dude. That was awesome. That was
he's one for his skills.
by far.
The guy when I was doing my recruit training on the SLR ranges, right? Yes,
Right.
it was 1982, right? So SLRs.
Fuck, you're old.
Yeah, he couldn't hit with an SLR. He was absolutely useless with a submachine gun. Then we were using the anti-tank weapon, Carl Gustavs, right?
Right.
Every time he picked one of those fuckers up, he hit dead on. Every time.
Well, sounds like we know what MOS he should have.
Yep.
Send her to the artillery, psychos.
Oh, yeah.
To the gun bunnies with you. Alright, so.
Yep.
We are going to go ahead and take a short break here. I'm going to go ahead and make another drink, take a piss, and then drink my piss. And then when we get back, we're going to have some funny stuff to look at here. I forgot to rearrange the rest of this playlist. Give me 2 seconds here.
That's Blue's fault.
Yes.
Well, and I will go and have a piss, feed the cat, make a drink, and question my choices in life.
I will also do that, but I just didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, but are you going to weep softly to yourself as well?
Probably.
Yeah. See you on the return.
See you on the flip side.
Fucking in the bud. I'd like to fuck the shit out of you. 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 Please put my plan in your hand. Hey, please put my plan in your hand. Hey, please put my plan in your hand. Please put my plan in your hand.
There's nothing more liberating and freeing to a woman than chauvinism. A woman has no responsibilities because I don't expect her to get anything right. All women are whores. They trade sex for money, they trade sex for cars. How is prostitution illegal, but alimony isn't? They're basically the same thing. You're paying for the whore to leave. A penny saved is a woman fired. Women make horrible employees. Women should not be allowed to vote. It's ridiculous. A woman president would be a disaster. Women know in their hearts that women cannot make decisions. A woman would never vote for Hillary Clinton. She embarrassed herself by not pleasing her man, essentially. And women know it. Oh, women are only good for having kids. Unfortunately, they're not very good at raising them. Hitler was raised by a single mother. Men have created everything you see in the world. Men invented electricity. Men invented cures for diseases. Every brick you see is there because a man put it there. The only thing women really do with their time is spend men's money. Men, this is what you look like to a woman. This is all they're after. Women can't do math. They can't be organized. Can't lead a company. They can't take risks. They can't drive for crap. You can't blame women for what they do wrong in the same way that you can't blame a dog for what it does wrong. It's your fault for not training it properly. The booing sounds distinctly high-pitched.
You think?
Yeah. There's a lot of men that agree with me, I think, that I didn't hear from.
And by the way, he's not an actor. I know that this is so outrageous that you would think, okay, he's a plant here to typify the really ridiculous. But your whole life is centered around, you even have a website, menarbetterthanwomen.com.
I have a website, menarbetterthanwomen.com. I educate thousands of new men daily to the art of chauvinism.
Do you agree that you're judgmental?
Sure. I think everyone is.
Yeah, and because we ask you several questions. You said if you see a woman driving an expensive car...
She's owned.
She's owned by somebody.
Paid for. Absolutely.
And what do you mean when you say lesbians are faking it?
Yeah, all women are lesbians. They do it to get attention. The act of sex cannot exist without a man.
What did you say? Yes, ma'am. Stand up right here. Okay, who's this directed to?
The gentleman in the glasses that hates women. I want to know if he ever had a date.
Hold on.
If he's ever been with anybody.
I don't hate women. Now, I'm sure you have multiple blouses and multiple pairs of pants at home, but you chose these because they were your favorite. They were better than the others. That doesn't mean you hate the ones you didn't wear. I don't hate women. Men
what does that have to do with having a date?
Men are better than women. Yes.
That's not answer my question. And take those stupid glasses off.
I'm sure Dr. Phil can back me up on this.
Show us how you look.
Women line up to date guys like me, and you've had them all on your show.
I don't see any women lined up at all. I don't see any women lined up to you, and I would definitely be at the end of that line.
Well, if you hit the treadmill a little more, you'd be at the front. What was that?
I didn't hear you because I'm sure it was something stupid, and I'm glad I didn't hear you.
This is how I do it every Friday night. It's the Oil Wrestling Fridays. Come on. Get a little closer, fellas. Get a little closer. We got 2 bouts. We got another bout coming up right after these ladies. And we got 2 bouts coming from Macy. Grab me some ones. 3, 2, 1, let's go, ladies. Let's go. closer. Come on, fellas, get a little closer. Where the ones at? Where the ones at? Oh, gotta swim around right here with Caitlin. Amber flipping back around. This is how we fucking Where my Timbers at? Where's my Timbers at? Where's my Timbers at? Got it wrong. Where's my Timbers at? Where's my Timbers at? Take out the mic. Where's my Timbers at, fellas? Come on, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Those are ones up in there, fellas. That's Caitlin and Amber doing the thing. I need some ones up in there. Need some ones up in there. He's trying to go for the pins. He's trying to go for the pins. He's on the pin. These are my ones, these are my... They don't be scared of things.
All right, and we are back. You know, gotta end the intermission properly. You know, with some strippers, oil wrestling. It's just the best way to do it. Bats, are you still alive?
So today I want to talk to you guys about...
That was the wrong video. Hello, Batman. Oh, you're not here right now. Cool. So in that case, looks like it's just you and me, chat. How are y'all doing today? How was your Sunday treating you? Don't worry, I'll sit in silence while I enjoy my drink, you know, just waiting for y'all to catch up, because I know there's like a...
You closed the
45
stream on the Discord.
No, I didn't.
Well, there's a stream has ended. Cricket noise closed stream.
Well, I will fix that then. I don't know how that happened, because I didn't do that, but okay.
It's because Blue is not here to make sure your tech works.
Probably. Did you at least, I mean, hopefully you at least saw, you know, the oil wrestling strippers. I mean, it's ones that we've shown a million times, but, you know, there's so few, like, good quality videos of, you know, cosmetology school dropouts, you know, tearing each other's clothes off and fingering each other for our own amusement.
Yeah, I happen to know that one was studying radiology and the other one was a quantum physicist.
So one of them was a nurse. That explains a lot.
No, wait, look, she definitely, there's one of them, like both of them that definitely proved the observer effect with me. Yes.
Hold on 1 second, this is important. Anywhoozin. So.
Apparently, Trucker bought a bag of Funyun flavoured potato crisps. They say it tastes just like my D&D days. What is that like of misery and regret?
Well, apparently not, considering he says that he's now been late enough to reproduce.
Yeah, but that was then. This is now.
Fair enough. Let's see. So shall we have some more videos?
I think we should have some more videos.
Perfect. Well, while we were just playing the video of shitting on women, this is a video called All Women Podcasts.
Hold on a minute. Elowen, get your silly Canadian ass in here.
Yes.
You gay boy.
Yes, and get your fine Canadian ass in my DMs. I can't control myself.
We noticed.
In this generation.
You know what? Shut up. Don't be mad just because I'm young enough to have testosterone flowing through my body.
I'm not mad, but my generation's, even at my age, has still got more testosterone going through the body than yours. Scientific fact. Suck it.
Oh no. Oh, I'm not even arguing that. I am so glad that this gym, like, whenever I'm at the gym, like, I'm just, like, I just look around, or just, like, actually, not when I'm at the gym, but just, like, in general. Like, I especially feel it when I'm at the gym. It's like, when I just look around in general, I'm just like, I'm so glad this generation sucks, because I'd be considered the biggest bitch on the planet if this was, like, 40 years previous.
Yes.
Like,
hello, Elowen.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Elowen.
She was sitting with
Hello.
Yes,
yeah.
Canadian.
I was having I was having Jen flashbacks. Sorry.
Were you?
Yeah, I'm used to waiting patiently for her to stop talking.
You never do that with Jen because you'll never get a word in.
We just cut her off. We love you, Jen.
Oh. Yes, we do.
Yourself, Skittles.
Jen, you need to get out more.
So Elwin, I assume that you watched the oil wrestling while we were on break.
No, I missed the oil wrestling because I had to go.
You know what? When I'm up next time I'm up in Canada, I'll make sure to hit you up. We'll go hit the strip club. We'll see what's going on there.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. Anyway.
Yay.
Yay.
So anyway.
Yippee.
Don't be hating just because you can't go to a strip club with a chick with what is it like with like triple D tits who the strippers.
I can, but at my age those triple D tits are bouncing off her fucking knees.
I was not prepared for that. Well done.
Well,
I just wish you'd been taking a mouthful of your favourite drink when I said it.
No, luckily.
No, I said I wish you had.
The rule for strip clubs is you never show up prior to around 10
There's
o'clock.
Only one rule.
Because
there's only one rule.
No,
strip club.
because that's when they
strip club.
No. People need to know this. You show up at noon, it's Jabba the Hutt that's on stage, okay?
I don't think I've ever shown up to a strip club before 10 p.m.
Basically, what you said is there's only one rule about Fat Club. You don't talk about Fat Club.
I mean,
they just shame them. They need a good shaming.
I mean, so last time I was at a strip club, I got there at like midnight. It was great.
Good time.
It was great. It's like after I walk in, go get a drink. I'm just watching the girls on the stages because there was multiple stages here, and then just this chick walks over and she's like, "Hey, you want a lap dance?" I take 2 steps back, just look her up and down, just like I'm obviously just like check out her tits, check out her ass. Yeah, you know what? Let's go.
Yeah.
Then she whips out a dick and you go, yeah, I'm just going to go.
They charge by song, though. They don't tell you that, but they do.
I learned that my first time, which is why you make sure that when you go up like halfway through a song, you make sure that she just sits there and makes small talk with you that you don't care about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then once the song starts, it's just like all right, bitch, get naked.
Yep.
Get naked and
And in Canada, it's full nudity.
And grind on my dick.
Yeah, no, and in Canada it's full nudity, so that's the.
just had a horrible idea.
Okay, Elwin, I will definitely call you next time I'm on my way to Canada.
You know you admit person suicide.
What's
up? You get into their house, right? You hide I Speak Your Weight machine speakers in the walls, right? And you line their floor with the I Speak Your Weight machine sensor pads. So no matter where they go in the house, they're told exactly how fat they are.
I mean that is the key to getting a girl in your bed. You make a confident girl feel shy and a shy girl feel confident.
Oh, unless, of course, you're from that certain religion where you make a confident girl feel terrified and you make a shy girl feel absolutely hysterical.
Chucker, if you want to make her cry, just ask her about her father.
Exactly. And yes, Trucker, I've been trying. I'll be honest, I've been trying to find good live footage of that song for years now, and I haven't been able to. But I have found the Bad Touch live in pretty good quality. So just keep an eye out for future episodes. And also Elwin, in case anyone hasn't told you, your tits are particularly motorboatable.
Yeah, but the size of Elwin, he means
you're
that
welcome.
quite literally.
You're welcome. Send nudes.
Yeah, I like laundry shots. By the way, just putting it out there.
I mean, I'll take
laundry
shots. I'll take lingerie shots. I'm not picky.
I thought he said laundry shots. I thought he wanted the pictures in front of the washer and dryer, and I'm like,
if I said laundry shots, that means you come over here and you do my laundry.
Either way. Either way, you know what? As long as Elwin is in her underwear, I don't really give a fuck.
Hey, if I'm going to be taking the time to take a picture, why would I waste time with underwear?
She's got a point.
Okay, we're gonna need to put a pin in this real quick because I have a couple of DMs to send.
It's okay. I've got a roll of film to send.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to. We're gonna need to go back to the intermission real quick because I have some. Because I need to take care of some business real quick. Yeah.
The sound effect, that was awesome.
We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, I need to go. Yeah, I need to go. I need to go pull a Warski and make coffee. Oh.
That was the worst jizzed voice I've ever heard.
Has to go supply his own creamer.
That sounded more like you've got two pubes caught in your fucking zipper fly.
Elwin, I will supply you all the creamer you could ever want.
They say it's good for your skin.
I'm at least 3 generations older than
I will you know what?
I've got more testosterone than him.
I will happily supply for this scientific endeavor. We should probably watch videos before this escalates.
Yeah,
way
Elwin.
Aside from anywhere other than Elwin's DMs.
I've got much more testosterone than him, coming from an early generation.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a third of your age, so fuck off.
Yeah, but compared to me, you've got a voice like a butch girl.
Yeah, that's because I took a baseball to the throat when I was 8. You'll feel good about yourself.
Excuses. Back when I was a kid, would have been glad of a baseball to the throat. You posh, pampered little pansy.
Get back to the videos. Red has a point. You're hemorrhaging viewers.
That is a good point. I'll just shamelessly hit on Elwin in her DMs.
That's fine with me.
They date outside their race. They not supposed to date outside their race, but they do it.
So there's a video called Every Female Podcast.
I felt all of that Taurus energy, and I agree.
Well, they're talking about zodiacs, so yeah, this is pretty accurate.
Men.
Oh yeah, if it's a girl podcast and they're not talking about serial killers, it's not worth watching.
Yeah, women in our
Look, all I'm saying is that the FCC should regulate the amount of women and the amount of minutes of women talking that can be legally broadcast.
Yeah, I got so sick of girls asking me about my birth sign. Was at a party once. This girl came up to me. Yeah. Oh, what sign are you? I goes, motorway service is 12 miles ahead.
Just start making shit up. Be like, I'm a Pisces rising on my mother's side and a Virgo on my father's, but I have the mentality of a Scorpio, and then just watch their head explode.
More like just watch their legs spread.
That's the other option. See, both you will both deafen them, and mute them, and also get laid.
Yeah, another one to use is if you want to get rid of them is I was born under the demon star Algol.
Oh, and be sure to talk about a cat.
Well, I do have a cat.
And it's right open.
No,
if you want, mention how adorable. Have a picture just saved to your phone of your cat, just for that.
I actually do. I have pictures of my cat. I have pictures of my dog. Yeah, just whichever one floats their boat. Whichever one basically means that I'm going to get my dick sucked in the bathroom of this bar here.
Hey, you got a pretty mouth. You're going to suck my dick because I like your cat.
Well, I mean, I've shown that it works better than me just going up to a girl and just saying, "Hey, you have a really pretty face, and I can't wait to come on it."
An energy, like sometimes I feel like I'm the boyfriend.
Girl,
like it's my soft girl era, not yours, sis. Nigga. Oh my God! As a Capricorn. Also in her soft girl era, I knew you would say that. I knew you would say that, and I agree. I 100% agree. Oh my God, I'm such a Capricorn. I was going to Target the other day, and this man has the audacity to hold open the automatic doors for me, and I'm healing, so I say thank you. He replies, I'm a gentleman. As a man, why are you gentle?
Exactly.
I mean, this is pretty accurate and also pretty unlistenable, which makes it as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
So,
it's also so much like two women talking that it's boring as shit.
Yes. Next.
Unless they're bitching at each other, then it gets really interesting really fast.
I mean, you are talking to someone who is a huge fan of The Bachelor, and literally only for the reason of watching the women be mean to each other.
I think the best thing to do
I
is,
want to see someone rip out somebody's weave. Like, seriously, that is quality television.
Well, and then it turns out...
I watched that for that particular reason.
Ellen, ripping out somebody's weave, then it turns out it's actually their hair.
That's even better.
Yep. Well, what you want to do is you want to get one of these videos set up for yourself, right? And you don't tell the guests on it who talk that you've been slowly lacing their drinking water with LSD. You end up with a hell of a good video. You're considering kicking me off the show, aren't you?
Maybe.
Just like how Ella was just shut up there in shock. Or she's writing it all down.
So what's this guy about? Is she girlfriend material? Well, it's crazy hot scale. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah, no. So this guy is like this is a guy who I'm pretty sure has never felt the touch of a woman he hasn't been paying afterwards. Talking about what it takes to be an alpha male, you know, when looking like this.
Actually,
we've seen him from time to time. It's like when he talks, like he shows, like he has videos like what to do when you have too many, when you have too many hoes or something like that. And I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, okay. Immediately, it's like my response to shit like this is immediately just like, okay, sample size, go. What is your experience?
You're giving him too much credit. He looks like the type of guy who hasn't been touched by a woman who hasn't also changed his diaper.
Ouch.
But
am I wrong?
No.
I want to talk to you guys about pre-qualifying
And has a
girls you
really
talk to.
well. You can tell he doesn't have a girlfriend because his hair is absolute crap, and so is his skin. So a girl would come in and completely redo. Like she'd be like, "You should be using this shampoo and this conditioner."
Not necessarily. I've known guys who look just as shite as he does. If that's what you're going on about, and still manage to get girls, it's all about attitude.
I guess so.
Well, his attitude is that of I guess the best description I can do is Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother, but not as funny.
I was going to say femboy, but not as much of a man.
Also, yes. Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure I have more I'm pretty sure I released more testosterone in the shower the other day than this guy has. In his whole
pretty
body.
sure Eloin's got more testosterone than he has.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure. Like honestly, like I'm what 5'3" and 125 pounds. Like I could take this guy like
hold on.
Roll him down a hill.
When you say 125,
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, Skittles. Clarify. When you say 125 pounds. Is that both of them or one breast each?
I was gonna say that's each boob.
You'll have to wait for the catalog coming out later this year. No.
Okay, you have my undivided attention now.
I'll just have to wait till my team hit you with the darts and drag you back here.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure I released more testosterone in my shower earlier this week while thinking about Elwin's voluptuous cleavage than this guy has in his whole body. Anyway.
This is going to help with all areas of your life. Being able to...
Also, I love how this guy can't string 3 words together without 3 separate jump cuts.
I noticed.
Like, I'm not the best at talking, I'm not the best at talking in general, but I can at least string more than 3 words together without having to edit shit.
Yeah, and at least, you do live streams in. You don't. It's good video. This so.
Yeah.
Yorkshireman, though, you should have a variety of cum socks. You got to mix it up depending on the day. You know, be classy about it.
I don't use a cum sock. I just just launch.
Yorkshireman does.
I just launch my unborn baby straight down the drain. Unless you're volunteering your mouth as a cum sock, in which case, you know what?
No. Don't forget. It's just boneless children.
Either way.
Now get it right. Boneless babies. It rhymes better. It rolls off the tongue better. You should know about that.
I think she knows more about boneless babies rolling onto the tongue.
And off.
And face.
And around.
Ladies swallow. It's the polite thing to do.
Okay, you're about to get some DMs in a minute.
Hold on, Ellen. Polite women swallow. Ladies gargle, then swallow.
I don't know. I saw a porn the other day where some girl was like swishing it around in her mouth. It was just tacky. She was trying too hard.
Yeah.
I mean, she could have made it all like nice and sexy, but she didn't. She had to go and ruin it. And I'm just like, now you just look like you're carrying a disease. Anyways, back to the video.
Killed that conversation.
pre-qualify people to make sure they're good as friends or girlfriends or girls you're gonna marry. Pre-qualifying people in general is extremely important. So we're gonna be talking about how to pre-qualify before you actually get into a relationship with them or actually.
Well, with all the rapidly edited jump cuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to big time television.
Yeah.
Before you start to like them.
I wonder if he's an
incel
and probably took like 65 different takes and then just chose the right ones that highlighted his cheekbones accurately.
I've actually got it. I've actually got it. The reason why he's doing so many jump cuts is because we're entirely wrong about him, and his girlfriend's down there sucking him off as he's doing the videos.
Bold of you to assume he has a girlfriend.
Hey, I'm technically girlfriend, okay?
Prostitutes don't count.
Well, I was actually thinking about the toothless cat that he still owns.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say if you have to pay them, it doesn't count. But given the girls these days and their desire for the whole sugar daddy, I mean, most women I think now, at least under the age of 30, are prostitutes by that definition.
Actually, it's the only way he'll let them go home after he's kept them in his cellar for a week.
God damn you, Batman.
Were you drinking at the time, were you?
Yep. Fuck.
Did you snuff it?
Maybe.
What was it?
Hope it
Was it whiskey or just water?
Luckily, it was just water because Daryl in the chat already made me snort scotch earlier tonight.
Oh, that's a waste of perfectly good scotch.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a waste of perfectly crap scotch.
It is. It's what it is? It's alcohol abuse.
Yeah. Yeah, Daryl should be dragged from his house kicking and screaming, made to say sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else, just made to say sorry, then he can go back home.
They tend to like a girl before they even get to know her. This is just with a lot of guys who have no experience with talking to women is they'll meet a girl, they'll maybe go on 2-3 dates or less than 2-3 dates. They might just be talking on FaceTime, and the guy starts catching feelings for her. He doesn't know anything about her, and he's never met her in real life.
Of course, I realize who he is.
Truly is. People.
I mean, the jump cuts, the crap advice, the god-awful elevator music in the background, the pink-lit bedroom. He's a teenage Asian Onision.
Yeah.
You don't remember Onision?
I know.
You know what? You're not wrong
there.
there.
I just remembered who that was. I just haven't heard that name in probably a decade by now.
Yeah.
He supposedly, like I heard earlier this year on Twitter, he said he announced his comeback. That's yet to happen.
Well, he screamed it off his girlfriend's teeth, did he?
But no, the whole the guy's gonna catch feelings over FaceTime. Excuse me, sir, have you met men? Like one FaceTime call is not gonna do it.
I'm a guy, right? And if I'm talking to a girl, yeah, I can get on with a girl on the internet, but if you're not in the same room as me, there ain't no feelings there.
Exactly. Women are the ones who catch feelings on FaceTime. That's why my Tinder works so well for picking up girls, because girls just, you got a cute picture of your dog, you send her a couple of really smiley face pictures of you and, I don't know, some random child that lives in your family.
So all you need for like 100% Tinder success rate, couple pictures of you at the gym, a picture of you with a dog, a picture of you with with your neighbor's kid that you borrowed for one picture, and
coffee that you made yourself,
a picture of you playing a musical instrument, and you're just gonna have nothing but just vagina being thrown at you.
You do realise that you're talking like that, you're getting Yorkie all wet and bothered in the chat there.
Well, that sounds like Yorkie's problem. Oh, we're going back to this video. I thought we were done with this because how much of we were roasting this fucking asshole.
We're done with this guy. Yeah.
We'll show who they really are after 6 months
seriously,
of
we're done
talk.
with this guy. We should move on.
Oh, we're done with this guy? Let's see what we've got here. You know what? But we're going to save the Meat Canyon for next week. Let's just watch this.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode.
Putting over other channels. This is the...
Because we don't give a shit about them.
By the way, this is the first repeat of a channel that we've had on for the last like month or so, because it's been brought to my attention that we just... Because some people have accused me of just playing the same videos over and over again. So this is the first repeat.
I've never accused you of that.
Cap. That is capping, and I accuse you of cap. Anyway.
Episode of Just Rolled In.
Don't care.
The owner of this Mustang just had some work done at the shop, and when he was leaving the shop, he crashed into an electrical pole. He tried to blame...
Well, you know, I gotta say that's probably the Mustang's like internal wiring taking over just to go for the curb in hope of there being pedestrians there.
No, that's the Mustang deciding that this guy's too much of a soy boy to be driving.
In the shop, as they said they left the wheel loose, but the shop didn't touch any wheels as they only did...
Well, that is a stellar fucking brake job right there. That is just absolutely perfectly installed there.
Some engine work.
Speaking of young and hot, has anyone seen Arms
towed in
lately?
as they hit this?
Hold on. He's neither young nor hot. He's 500 years old and dead.
I talked to him a couple weeks ago.
Ah, so you were using the Ouija board that night.
He's still alive. Like
No. He's been
Arms-
dead for 500 years.
Oh, the vampire thing. Yeah. Well, he keeps liking my posts on Twitter, so you know what? It's all good.
Same pothole twice in 1 week at 70 miles per hour. The shop had just replaced a bunch of parts on the passenger side.
How fast did this guy hit the pothole to break his goddamn wheel in half and unseat the bead on both ends?
What was the pothole? The Grand Canyon?
I know, right? Like, what the fuck did this guy hit? So a few years back when I was working when I worked at a tire shop, there was a lady who pulled back into our parking lot after we did a flat tire on her Tesla. When she pulled up, her driver's side front tire was missing the center cap, the hubcap for it. Had like 2 or 3 impact breaks on the sidewall of the tire. The wheel was curb rashed to fuck. And she just comes out, she's like, "Hey, where's my center cap? It disappeared after you guys fixed my flat tire." So the store manager just walks outside, just walks out of the office, looks at the car and says, "Your hubcap's probably still on whatever you hit." And then she was just like swearing up and down she didn't hit anything. We didn't put her hubcap on right. Bloody fucking blah.
I bet she's the kind of person that sands the tires down because to get them nice and smooth. And yes, there are people who do that.
Yes, there are.
Yorkie wants you to play the chicken mine after this.
The what?
Chicken mine.
Alright, I'll do that in a second.
And this proves that he's being sincere because I think you'll enjoy it as well.
Side the last time it came in. This person brought half a wheel to the shop and asked if the shop could fix it. The shop advised that they needed a new wheel.
It's not even the front half of the wheel, it's the back half of the wheel. Lady, just buy a new wheel. Actually, honestly, probably just buy a set of aftermarkets because one OE wheel is probably going to cost you like minimum $600. You can buy a nice set of aftermarkets for
I've
less
got
than
a
that.
better idea. Buy a lifetime subscription to your favorite Uber.
Also, yes.
And this customer brought in their vehicle as they have a burn and smell while driving. The technician found that the customer had drove over a can of paint.
How do you not notice that?
Because you're a woman.
Unfortunately for this customer, they left their phone in this door pocket and closed the door.
Oh, no.
Customer states a
So, what's wrong with that is that pocket gets closed in the door jamb when you close the door.
Yeah. And anything in it gets destroyed. Correct?
AC dial seems to not light up at night.
The AC dial doesn't light up.
At
Turn
night.
your light selector level.
Customer states loud clunking noise when turning left. Happened after last service.
I fucking love shit like that.
That's
And
the
this
normal
customer
driver. Here's an odd sound. They will stop the car, they will get out, and they will check all of this shit. When I was a kid,
or you know, while you're driving, you're just like, hold on, I have that loose shit in the back of my car.
Yeah.
That's probably what the issue is.
Skittles, the amount of times when we've been moving, you know, when my dad was in the army, I had my dad pull over on the cold shoulder, check what the strange noise was, and he never found out I had 5 or 6 marbles in a tin can. No, I was not a good boy.
I can tell.
And Yorkie's saying that's just a big ring. Yeah, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Yorkie?
Brought in their truck for an oil change, and also as they said, they backed into a dumpster as their backup sensors are not working.
That vehicle has no backup sensors.
This is true.
Customer states they hear a clicking noise when the AC is on.
Cracked license plate frame. You just paid $150 to find out you're a dumbass.
You just pulled a cryptic
And this
there.
customer came in as they have a grinding noise after they hired a mobile mechanic to replace.
Oh my god. So those brakes are installed backwards.
The brakes. Whoever replaced the brakes installed both brake pads backwards on the passenger side and one backwards on the driver's side. This customer brought in their Corvette for some body.
That's a fucking Corvette. Also, your tire. Also, you have some serious issues because your tires have a hole gouged into them. But what the fuck?
Work, and the technician found this behind the quarter panel. Customer states they have a funny smell inside of their car.
Oh,
the technician
no.
found this ground beef that was left in their car for a little too long.
Oh, it's bloated.
Yeah, you really don't want to burst that balloon, do you?
No.
Yo, trying to catch me selling pancakes from under the seat, huh?
What the fuck?
Not gonna work on me.
Customer states their vehicle runs rough. The technician, weirdly enough, found this vacuum attachment stuck in the throttle body.
Pancakes.
Yes, and now there's a vacuum nozzle stuffed into the throttle body intake.
Why?
This vehicle was towed in.
Oh
Somebody thought that they could. They never bothered to think if they should.
Yep. Me thinks aftermarket intake.
From a body shop for an inspection.
Oh
The technician
my
was
God.
not told what happened, but found
What did they hit?
quite a bit of damage done to the oil pan, exhaust, subframe, drive shaft, and undercarriage of this SUV.
There'll be some kid who's got an SUV and
this
decides to
2022
rough ride it.
Yep.
2 Chevrolet Tahoe was brought in as a customer said the passenger side second row AC vent does not blow air. The technician lowered the headliner and found that the manufacturer used so much glue on the roof ducts during assembly, causing it to drip down and make a wall of glue, which completely blocked airflow to the vent.
So that's actually not your fault.
No.
The technician said the customer came in to get new wheels and wheel spacers installed, but did not mention anything about the outer tie rod end. Customer states the solar panel isn't working and it won't charge.
Gee, I wonder. I fucking wonder.
Our batteries.
It's underneath all the bullshit. Oh, that's nice. That's a 63. Very nice. So, anyhowsen.
Oh, yeah, Pumpkin Truck has just provided us with an answer for the vacuum attachment.
In early some idiots were sticking vacuum attachments into the air intake to cause a whistling sound. Well, to make it sound like a turbo. Fucking idiots.
Purely for science, I would like to take a poll to find out how many times per year people have to go to the emergency room for either getting their penis stuck in the vacuum attachment or their clit. Because there's got to be at least.
There's a lot of women these days getting their penis stuck in the vacuum attachment as well.
Well, they have all the new sex toys out now are all like, oh, we can, it sucks the clit. And if you've seen the actual demos, it looks like a freaking vacuum.
Oh, I saw a meme recently, and I can't find the fucker again. It's this obvious tranny, right? Saying, "Yay! I've had my first period," and the doctor's saying, "No, you've got hemorrhoids."
No, I'm afraid you have prostate cancer, sir.
Yep.
That one's even better.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end this show for tonight. Thank you all so very much for stopping by. Thank you to Big Dro and Anonymous for the donations.
Get a review, guys.
Take it easy. Keep it sleazy. Thank you, fuck you, bye. Remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Pet the sweaty stuff. See you next time.
Das Vidania comrades.
Sex.
Bye.
Sausage roll.